Happy Thumbs Gaming. Booyakashaw.
Hey, what's up everybody? It's HTG Brian here, and today we have another LEGO Dimensions free play video for you, and in fact this one happens to be the final dimension. It's the last of the levels included in the starter pack or the main story, and we're going to go ahead and knock out all 10 Minikits and find that minifig in Peril, and it does make worthy of a note that we will need some characters from waves 1, 2, 3, and 4, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get some Minikits for me and you. Alright, I'll try to keep the lame, punny word plays to a minimum. But, alright, you can see here we've still got some crazy chaoticness going on in our Portal Vorton hub area. We're actually going to go ahead and take care of that now. The last few videos, as you've seen, have had those guys kind of wandering around. But we're going to go ahead and finish the story and knock it all out and get all of our bad guys back in their native land. So, alright, this is a free play video, so we have removed all of the loading and cutscenes as well as sped the video up ever so slightly. And so we begin flying, kind of flowing through a portal, it looks like, with Lord Vortek kind of leaning the way, or I guess he's doing the old backstroke there, laying on his back, kind of sliding around, but eventually, after you find a couple of the locate keystones, he wraps you up in his grapple, creating a red vortex, and you have to move your character around on the toy pad. Now, once that happens, you're going to want to stay in the bottom middle left. As you can see, I just grabbed a mini kit that was floating through the air, and it's kind of hard in the sense that there are debris pieces that actually knock you off course, and right as you think you're going to get it, you hit a piece of debris, and it knocks you out of the way, and you might have to restart the level. But luckily for both of us, the mini kit's floating right at the beginning, so it should only take a hot second to reload and skip that cutscene. But once we land on his breastplate here on the left-hand side, we're going to see a bad guy ship, which we're going to destroy, take out a few bad guys, rebuild those pieces into some sort of like a power node thing, and we're going to slide it down the checkerboard path, and that actually completes the first of 3. So we're going to find ourselves flying through the air again. And this time we need to find 5 of the locate keystones, which I think that's what those are. Aren't those the locate ones? Anyhow, it's been a while. You got to keep in mind, it's been almost a year since we originally played this level, and it took forever for the needed character abilities to be released so that we could actually complete this level in full. You know us, we're completionists. We don't like to do a level with only a couple mini kits or a couple collectibles. We try to get them all in one swoop so that we can get them all easy peasy for you guys, and you guys don't have to search the web for other videos of ours or maybe even other people out there. So hopefully you guys can understand and appreciate that, and that's why it took so long to get these out. And then we had some other projects working on. We had LEGO Marvel Superheroes, followed by LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens. So we had all sorts of stuff kind of flowing in and out, and luckily for us, we've got year 2 LEGO Dimensions content coming up, at least as of this recording of this video. And we've also just heard recently they announced LEGO Harry Potter Remastered for the PS4. So I don't know if that'll get treatment on the Xbox side at some point. Often exclusives generally make it at some point, but it's usually like way past the important time, so you might see it on Xbox, but it might be like a year or 2 from now. Or it might not ever release, and it may truly be an exclusive, which kind of seems like doesn't really happen very much anymore. But alright, here you can see we've landed on the right breastplate, and we're going to go ahead and attack the bad guys that come in, and then we're going to use some magic to shake up the ship and break it into some pieces that give us the buildable blocks in order to build that second kind of power node thing. I'm sure there's a name for that, some sort of an arc piece, or I don't know what it is. In fact, I'm sure they tell us in the game itself, but I've been too busy getting collectibles. So, all right, after the second one is done, rather than make us fly through the air and repeat that process, it's actually just going to cue us over to the far right, which this, what is it, a micromanager comes in. We need to use the grapple plug to go ahead and rip it out. So spam, spam, spam that button until it reveals some power cores inside. And then, of course, the rule of 3, yet again, take out all 3 power cores, and booyakashow, it drops to its doom. And look at that, we've got one more bad guy vehicle that comes in with a few bad guys spawning. Take all of those guys out, and of course we're going to need to build up a ramp here so we can car Ramrod, our Homermobile, right into this shiny spaceship. So, sorry about your luck there. Bad placement on the spawning of that vehicle. But look at that. Booyakashow! Knocked it over. It gave us the needed bricks to build the 3rd and final power arc here. So we can go ahead and slide it down the checkerboard path right into place. And we'll find ourselves floating through the air yet again. Now, Keep in mind, I don't think I've mentioned this yet, we do have quick links down below in the video description. So if you're in a hurry to get those collectibles, even if it's the Minifig in Peril, there should be a link for that that'll get you there quickly, and you can bypass all of this stuff that you've already seen, already played, and already know. And in your case, who knows, maybe you've got all the collectibles but one Minikit or something. There's a few tricky ones left, I won't lie. In these last couple of levels that we're completing 100%, there's a few tricky ones. In fact, there's even a really cool area that we didn't even know existed. Like, we found some secret Easter egg areas in other levels, you know, like Bedrock and Orbit City and things like that, but we got another new one that was straight out of my childhood, and I gotta say, it made me giggle quite profusely. So, all right, we're just avoiding the old heat ray of Lord Vortex here as we plummet through the vortex, and eventually we're going to find, well, let's see what happens here. I think some more keystones come out. I don't even remember what happens at this point. We're getting close to the end of this segment, though, and then things get a little bit more exciting. I won't lie. So just keep on keeping on and avoid all those heat rays. And oh, now we're going, oh, come on, that's below the belt, guys. What are we down here for? All right, well, let's keep it clean. We're kind of in the, restricted area. Let's just call it that. And we find ourselves with 3 checkerboard paths. And, of course, Bane's here. And he's kind of acting a fool. It looks like he didn't eat his Wheaties this morning. He's a little bit excited about it or something. I don't know. Maybe he had Captain Crunch instead and the sugar was just too much. I'm not exactly sure what's going on. But we're going to go ahead and use his brute strength and force to go ahead and we got to fool him into running right into and smashing into these 3, I guess they're spaceships that the bad guys flew in on. I would imagine that you could probably use the character Bane himself. You know, to be honest with you, we never unboxed and opened Bane. We've still got him sealed up in the package downstairs in our shrine to Lego Dimensions, where we have all of our boxes and all of our pieces that are not being used. So anyhow, yeah, so we've got 2 of the 3, and he's getting all beefcake again, and we're going to stand behind it and coax him into smashing into the 3rd one, which will then build up and push it down the checkerboard path as well. And, you know, Bane still has a heart here, but we're going to show a little sympathy, and we're not going to take him out. We're going to just push this into place, and we're going to keep on keeping on, because you never know. We might use Bane in the future. We might be friends, and it'd be weird to have this story in our history, if you know what I'm saying. I guess you probably don't. But anyways, here we are. We have moved through another cutscene and finished that area. So we are in kind of what I like to call the final boss area. And there's a lot going on here, and there's kind of a sequence that this all needs to be done in. So make sure you follow along, and I promise you, you won't miss out on anything or have to replay any of this level. But if you don't follow along, you do it in your own order, I can't promise anything. So first off, we're going to head to the back left corner with, well, we're going to use Cyborg because he has the ability to smash and pick up a rock from the ground and then toss it up at that cracked wall up above. Now, I've heard some things like flying strong characters like Superman and Wonder Woman might be able to do that for you as well, and I believe there are another character or 2 that actually can slam and pick up the rocks from the ground, but I'm not 100% sure on that, so this may be a Cyborg-specific Minikit. So regardless, we've used Cyborg and we've gone ahead and we've tossed it up. If you guys know something, feel free to leave a comment down below because other people that don't have Cyborg might be, well, needing to know that information. That might be very helpful to not only us or others. And if a lot of people start asking, we might even throw an annotation over the video and give you credit for it. So all right, meanwhile, we're going to head over to the far right side, kind of the front right side, and this gives us access up above, which we have a, well, we have a keystone portal here, and it's for the, well, the ship keystone. I guess I said that funny, but what we're going to want to do is pick your favorite tracker. We've selected Owen Grady, and we're going to go ahead and activate and go through the blue portal, which is kind of tricky, but there is a spot there that you can start the tracking path and follow it all the way around the back side here, and check it out. We have found ourselves Minikit number 3. Woo to the who. Now, like I said, there is an importance to the order here. If you do not follow our order, this could go very, very wrong for you. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and solve this first right piece of the puzzle. We're going to do that by using Wildstyle to go through the pink portal, and then we're going to relic scan up above, which actually reveals some of the checkerboard path bricks. Now we can go ahead and build those into place, and now, we're going to need a grappler. So we're going to use a Batman, and we're going to go ahead and slide him through the blue portal, because that's the side that he's needing to be on, at least for this grapple portion. Next, we're going to have to push that down the checkerboard plot. Oh, look at that. It plops on over on the side, and now we're requires us to go down the pink. Now, be careful, this is a funny angle. The controls are kind of backwards and wonky right there. But the goal is to push that box off the checkerboard path and smash that keystone terminal down below. Now, as you can see, we have some buildable bricks that actually build up into an antenna that calls in the defender and takes out that first part. But we had second thoughts. We had some player's remorse, and we didn't want to complete that quite yet. So what we did was we made our way down the back right side. And what we're going to do is, down in the left corner of the back right side, we're actually going to find a drone entrance point. So we're going to use our favorite drone ability character, which happens to be Cyborg. Well, not Cyborg. Whoopsie. Whoops. Cyberman. I'll get it right one of these days. But essentially, we just have to go through. And for the record, he's not necessarily our favorite drone guy. We love Doc Brown just the same. Now that I'm thinking about it, we haven't used Doc. I think Doc's still sealed up sitting downstairs next to everybody else. But for some reason, I was a little confused here. So you have to push all 4 of the buttons inside the drone tube, and then it reveals this grapple plug. So go ahead and get your grapple on and check it out. We have revealed and collected Minikit number 4. So now that we're in the back right corner, let's go ahead and solve this puzzle. I know we said we were going to do the front right one, but we kind of put that on hold, and now we're going to go ahead and get rid of this. When we're completely done with this back area, we do not need it anymore, so let's just go ahead and get it out the way. All right, so you start off by jumping up on the left side where the agility ability is required. So Wildstyle will do it. Any character will do the right-hand handle, and next you'll see that it requires some magic. I'm way behind in this commentary, by the way. So anyhow, it pumps up the power, and all of a sudden, GLaDOS. I don't know if we're glad to see you or not, but oh, look at that. Some missiles. Pew, pew, pew. Hey, that works for us. We have to take out all 4 of the corners there, and the first one is done. So he's not too thrilled about it. In fact, he shakes things up a little bit by removing this area, and ooh, look at the studdage. Speaking of studs, well, we have our 2x stud multiplier on, and we are almost to that requirement there. And hey, before we move any further, let's go ahead and take out the 5 statues. Now, there's a good chance that you probably got this on your story playthrough, or potentially even on the starter pack free play videos that we did, where we went ahead and got all of the mini kits available to just the starter pack, which they designed the game so that you could complete everything entirely with just the characters that come with the starter pack. But they also designed it putting extras in so that if you did pay and get some extras, that there's all sorts of new and fun worlds to get. So the trophy achievement list and the story itself can be all completed with just the story characters, and then all the extras, the bells and whistles and fun stuff, comes in with the extra people, characters, fun packs, team packs, and such. So all right, you can see there's 5 statues total. There's one behind the big throne in the middle, one in the left middle area, one in the right middle area, and then one up high on that right peak. Next, the last one is behind this firewall. Now, you can see we're using Superman to put out the fire. There is an elemental keystone over on the left-hand side of the area that should give you what you need to put out that fire if you don't have a character that can put out fires. But you will get there eventually. You just might not get it in the same perfect order as we did. But once you get all 5, you get that mini kit, and we can move on now. Check it out. There's actually another one right here. Start off by destroying the 2, I guess it's 2 boxes on the left-hand side. One looks kind of like a snake's head. And once you build the bricks up, it actually turns into a Spinjitzu pad. So we'll say peace out to Cyberman, and we'll call in our favorite Spinjitzu guy, who is nowhere to be found. He's actually hanging out with the Man of Bat over by the fire. I don't know. He's apparently cold and needing to be warmed up or something. I'm not sure. But all right, we're going to go ahead and hop on the old Spinjitzu panel here. And really, I was spinning around. As you can see here, I'm like, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. And I don't know if it matters which way you actually hold the spin pad, but it seemed to help when I was pushing to the left. So if it's taking its sweet time for you, push to the left. And all right, so here we go. We have created a new portal, and we're going to go ahead and jump on through to the other side. Hey, what's this? What the heck? I didn't even. Wow, this ship looks awfully familiar. Does it to you guys? I don't know. I'm sure you guys will recognize this. Maybe leave a comment down below if you know where this is from. I certainly am aware of this. In fact, I'm 99.9% sure there's even a real Lego build of this particular boat or flying boat, ship, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, all right, so we made it through the portal. We went to the left. We used a grapple plug to pull down that ladder as I was flapping my yapper about what the area was. And we've grabbed that mini kit that was up on the top of the ladder. Next up, we've used a flying character to get up and over to the high right side. Now, there are other ways to get up and over here, but flying is just so much quicker and easier. We figured we would address that. We assume that you guys have a flying character. Maybe you don't, but it's probably worth getting one if you don't have one right now. And that's a tough call, too, because Superman is great because he's got the heat ray and can fly and invincibility. But Wonder Woman's also great because she has the flying ability, invincibility, but grappling. And so she can use her little whip there to whip it good and grapple some stuff, which we're going to do right now. So you can see we actually used both of them for this particular feat. And look at that, it's Jacob Pevsner, which, yeah, we know him from the Lego Ninjago series. So if you haven't figured it out already, this is certainly homage to some Ninjago type stuffs. And, all right, next up, we've got some bad cops running around. If you haven't taken all those guys out yet, go ahead and remove them. And then we're going to actually advance over to, well, we got a couple things. We got a hack panel. We got some silver bricks that need to be broken. And then we also have a relic scan that's kind of hiding over here on the middle right side of the boat. So we're going to target our scanner. Oh, Wildstyle, Wildstyle, Wildstyle. And check it out. We're going to get our scan on, and oh, what's it do? It reveals some power nodes inside that little mini hatch, and then it shows us where both of the mini hatch doors are. So we're going to need a little guy that's oh so small to go ahead and help us through here. So we chose Senior Simpson, and we're gonna go ahead and get the little rapscallion through the mini door, and once he's inside, all he has to do is take out those two blue, I don't know what they are, they look like size, I think that's how you say it, you know, like Raphael from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles has the size, the martial arts weapons, I think that's how you say it. Anyways, we take them both out and grab that mini kit once you're done, and then you can go ahead and make your way out the mini hatch door. We'll say peace out to Bart because we no longer need him. But hey, we need to see the doc. So hey, doctor, anybody seen the? Oh, there he is. What's up, buddy? We're gonna go ahead and use your hacking ability. Is it weird to me? Well, is it weird to you? I should say. It is weird to me that the doctor is also a hacker. I mean, ethically speaking, you know, doctors are always smart. But I'm not, look, and this is no, like, shot at doctors or anything. They're some of the smartest people on the earth, and we're lucky to have them. But that being said, do doctors generally have hacking skills too? And I mean, I guess, you know, Doctor Who, the Doctor, the only Doctor, really. You know, he's quite special, and he certainly has hacking capabilities. But it is a little weird that the Doctor, you know, is able to hack. But that being said, move your Doctor around on the toy pad to the colored area needed. In our case right now, we're on the green one, and hack all 4 of the nodes. 2 of them are required to be red, and 1 of them is blue, 1 of them is green. Once you get all 4 done, it's actually going to queue up these guns. It powers them up, and we can go ahead and hop on and check it out. We got to take out some balloons. So it's every birthday boy or girl's favorite dream come true. We get to pop all the balloons that were blown up, and we're oh so pretty just for you. Oh, come on. I promised that I wouldn't do any more silly wordplay or puns, and here I am dropping another one. All right, we're almost at the end of the video. Hopefully it will escape without any more of my ridiculousness, but I can't make any promises. All right, grab your mini kit after taking out all of those floating balloons, and next up we're actually going to need somebody who can break some silver bricks. So we pulled out our favorite silver brick breaker, and I got to be honest, this is our silver brick breaker favorite. We're not a huge fan of K9, and that's only because K9 is limited to the ground, and, you know, she can fly around, he can't. He can build, or she can build, he can't. Anyhow, once you destroy the silver bricks, there's some buildable bricks left behind that can be built into a Spinjitzu pad. Get your spin on! And it reveals a mini kit out on the tongue. He's like, bleh. I don't know, I guess he's a fan of Kiss, perhaps? I don't know. But he's unrolled the tongue, and we're going to go ahead and say peace out to Zane. He is no longer needed, and let's see here. What else do we got? There's some studdage flying around if you're in need of some studs. There's a couple of bouncing stud bricks back there that you can get. Ooh, a purple. What? Wait a minute. Did I really see a purple and not get it? Uh-oh. I think we need the doctor again. I think I'm not feeling well, because I always go and get my purples. But, all right, last but not least, we have one mini kit. there's a good chance that you got this one already. It is actually during the final battle where we are kind of on a floating pad in the middle. You'll see here in, I don't know, roughly a minute or so. There is a quick link for it from Minikit 10 if you're in a hurry to get there. Otherwise, we're just going to finish up what we hadn't finished already. So build up that antenna, which calls in the defender ship, which comes in and smashes and destroys the second of 4 green base plates out in the middle there. And next up, we're going to have to fly up above or grapple to get up top and activate the scale keystone, which will give us the ability to manipulate and get through this tube over here. It's definitely a scale puzzle tube. And all right, so we've got the actual puzzle itself is now completed. At least we've got the lone brick put into place. But look at that, we actually have another spot that needs to be lifted up. So use the scale one more time to get small, get into place, and get so big and lift it up. And check it out. We have got all the way through. We've pushed the button, which is actually going to reveal another keystone terminal. So that's what I said earlier. This is all sequential. There's certainly an order that this is intended to be done in. And now we're going to kind of cheat a little bit because we have activated pretty much everything here. And now we need to come back and activate the... we're not going to totally cheat. But there's some stuff coming up that we are not going to do as they intended us to do. So, all right, come back here. Use the earth element to go ahead and bring up the locate keystone. Activate the locate keystone and then go... Actually, just exit the area and you'll run right over the top of the vortex portal entrance. Spam the button until the Dalek comes in to exterminate. Exterminate! And look at that. He takes out the base plate. And yeah, only one left. And this last one is where we're going to kind of do the cheating. Now, generally it requires us to use a character to activate an elemental keystone and melt the ice, use the agility wall to get up top, blah, 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 blah. What we're going to do is we're just going to melt it with Superman and, well, you know, look at this. Maybe I'm doing more of this than I thought. I thought we cheated and we bypassed a lot of this nonsense, but... I guess, you know, in theory, I always like to show everybody how we do it, even if we don't complete it fully. So here we go. We're going to use the relic scan to reveal 3 different piles of bricks that build up into 3 different chroma pad puzzle pieces. Once we have all 3 of those, you need to come over to this back corner, the left wall here, and you're going to see the agility wall covered with ice. Ice, baby. Melt that ice, and that's actually going to give us the ability to get up top. We also have a master build in the far left corner over here. So I'm trying to access this, but it's being kind of picky. So I thought, okay, well, maybe I'm just going to bypass this and come back later. But as it turns out, it had something to do with the amount of characters out on the screen. So apparently there's like 15 or 20 of these characters that spawn you have to take out before they stop spawning. Like, it seems like it's an endless, you know, plot of bad guys coming at you. But it turns out there's actually a max number. So I think we've hit it. No more bad guys? All right, so no more bad guys now. And now we're capable of going over and completing this master build here, which... honestly, I'm not sure at this point that we needed to do this, especially since we have a flying character that has already melted the ice off of the far right keystone terminal and knocked it down onto the ground and given us the chroma pad keystone. So I guess we needed the solution. I'm just way ahead of myself. I'm trying to complete this faster than I should, but the good news is we're solving the chroma pad puzzle right now. And hopefully, if I have any luck, you use the quick link and you didn't hear any of this confusing nonsense. If you did, drop me a line down below and be like, whap, 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 whap. I stuck it out, Brian. I made it through your ridiculousness. Who knows? I might even reward you with a like or a digital clapping or something. Who knows? All right, here we go. We have gotten rid of all 4 of the base plates by completing all of the puzzles in that last area. And now we find ourselves on this floating pad. And, oh, look at this. Off to the right, there are some bricks that jump up and create a path out to a floating brick that has, oh, a Minikit inside. Use the magic to manipulate it, and booyakashow. The 10th Minikit is yours, and you should have everything needed to complete this level 100%, get all the gold bricks, and all of that. Now, I guess it's possible you still might not have the rule breaker requirement, but hopefully you've got that. And as always, we're going to go ahead and finish this up. We only have about another minute and a half or so before we get to the final total screen, but it's just the rule of 3 one more time. He attacks us with his laser beam, and of course, we avoid those. He throws some bad guys at us, we take them out, and then last but not least, he makes it rain some buildable bricks out of a random portal from the sky. So we'll use that first batch of bricks to go ahead and build them up into a, oh, look at this, it's got a grapple plug. So we'll get our grapple on, and look at that, we've got ourselves a car ramrod path. So we go ahead and get our ramrod on, and look at that. Now he's grappled us, we've freed ourselves, and now, ooh, I remember this. Spam, 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 spam. That's kind of a weird thing. I don't know if I like that or not. You know, there's certain things that I definitely wouldn't mind seeing or expect to see in future LEGO games. That flying, tilting, holding, spamming the button thing, I don't know about that. I guess it's cool. It's something different. It's not the same. Look at me. I'm trying to heat things up for... Sorry about that, Batman. I know we're best friends already, but hopefully you like me even more now. Anyhow, we've got some more, it's raining bricks, hallelujah, it's raining bricks. Build those bad boys up and use your magic to go ahead and pew, pew, pew with some fireworks. And, of course, look at that, one more pile of bricks. Oh, no, this is the Vortex Grapple. So we've freed ourselves by moving, and one more spam session here. And, all right, it's Gandalf-flavored spam. I don't know where that's. Oh, again, hopefully you guys have already moved on to the next video, and none of us will be embarrassed by my comments. All right, look at this. Look at Superman. He's like, oh, is that supposed to hurt? Hopefully that's coming at him and not coming out of him, if you know what I'm saying. That was kind of an awkward placement for those beams to be arriving or departing, I guess. All right, one last rain of bricks actually reveals a master build. So pull out a master builder and get your master build on for the final build, which will actually give us a giant gun. Whoa, what's that last step? It's a doozy. But hop on and go ahead and spam the button one last time, and it'll shock him right in the chest and take us to the final countdown. No, it's final totals. Come on, you guys know what's going down here. The Final Dimension free play is now complete. Yes, we got the rule breaker requirement. Lots of studdage. In fact, we've got so much studs, I don't know what we're going to do with all this. We got 4.5 million and really nothing to spend them on. We've already done renovations. We bought most of everything we need. And oh, look at that. We rescued a minifig in Peril. And we're also going to stack up a bunch of minikits here. Now, they all had kind of a weird gold-like theme. I'm not even sure what that... Oh, it's Chima? Is that what it is? You guys tell me. I always get Chima and Ninjago confused. Don't ask me how, but I always do. I can never seem to get those two. It's kind of like Doug and his left and rights. You know, like sometimes the right is left and the left is right, or whatever. You know what I'm saying. All right, but you know what this screen means. It is the final screen, and that's going to wrap it up for LEGO Dimensions, the final dimension, all 10 Minikits and Minifig in Peril. Hey, if you guys have any questions, comments, or suggestions, head on over to our social pages, Facebook, Twitter, or simply comment, vote, subscribe down below. Of course, we have HappyThumbsGaming.com, which is the home of our product gaming reviews. And speaking of which, we have a couple of new writers doing reviews for us on products and games, so check it out. There's some new content popping up there, and I know I've been saying this forever, but hopefully soon I'll get a little break from the games and I'll be able to upgrade our website. Or you guys could be awesome and support us on Patreon.com, and maybe eventually I'll have enough supporters that I can actually pay somebody to upgrade our website, and I won't have to do that myself. That would be amazing. So if you don't know what Patreon.com is, we do have a link down below in the video description that'll take you to all of our social pages, including Patreon, and you could be supporters and even get your name on the wall of Happy Thumbs Namers on our main website. So anyhow, that sounds like something you'd be interested in. Check out our site or message us on social and we'll get you some answers. And for me, that's going to do it. As always, until next time.